Hey everybody, how you doing? Real quick second video of the day, and I felt it necessary to do this video because I was right on the first video that I did earlier. The YouTube bots flagged the video that I put out and rated it 18 or older, and when I did an appeal it was rejected in less than a couple of seconds. Obviously by the bots and not by a human being. And I think that the email that I received basically spells it out. We will continue to age restrict your content as we don't think it's suitable for younger audiences. What that means is me as the individual, I've been banned from being able to put out regular content, even if I were to read bedtime stories. Think about that. So this little video here is actually an experiment, and we're going to put out something that can offend absolutely nobody. And the sole purpose is just to see how bogus and transparent their rating system is. Alright? So let's have a little fun and let's check this hypothesis. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to post this video. It's going to show up 18 or older. I'm going to submit an appeal. I'm going to turn that appeal in. And it's going to also be rejected in just a couple of seconds. Now that one I'm not so sure of. I would bet that I'm right. And then I'm going to the YouTube creator help desk and get this all squared away, because censorship is bad. Censorship is bad. I think that Alex Jones is full of, you know what, as more so than most people. Now, the reason that I know Alex Jones is that way, or at least I feel that way in my heart, is because I was allowed to read, I was allowed to hear, I was allowed to see him express his opinion. And then I was able to come up with my opinion based on what I saw and heard, solely on my own. What big tech has been doing, Google, YouTube, same thing, Twitter, Facebook, is censoring news, stories, everything. And even in this last election cycle, they buried stories, and people came back later after the election and said, wow, if I'd have known that, I probably wouldn't have voted for him. Wouldn't have voted for the person that they voted for who won. So this is just an experiment. Like I said, censorship is bad. There is this writing, and it came obviously from World War II area. And I'm sure that many of you have already heard it before, but the first thing it says is, well, first they came for the socialists. I didn't speak out because I wasn't a socialist. Then they came for the trade unions, and I didn't speak out because I wasn't a trade unionist. Then they came for the Jews. I didn't speak out because I wasn't a Jew. And then they came for me. And there was no one left to speak for me. That's why censorship is bad. That's why censorship is bad. You should be able to hear, you should be able to see all opinions, and not just those that haven't been banned or hidden by big tech simply because it's something that they say they don't agree with. Like I said, that first video that I posted earlier today, they said it's 18 or older content, and every snippet in there of the girl dancing in bikini is already on YouTube in a music video. There, it's fine. I put it in my videos, and it's 18 or older. So let's go ahead and do an experiment. Let's see. Because like I said, I could absolutely be wrong. I'm not, but I could absolutely be wrong. Let's find out. So here we have a random word generator. Let's just go off the random word generator because certainly nothing off this site should trigger a bot to not like my video, right? License, building, budget, deaf, magazine, buy, credit. Here's some instructions on how to change a light bulb. Changing a light bulb sounds like an easy process, and sometimes it is. However, there are important safety measures to keep in mind. Sometimes you need to replace a light bulb that is trickier. For example, perhaps the bulb is in a very high vaulted ceiling, or is a car dome light. That sounds like a pretty taxing light bulb change. Cord, hostility, illness, entitlement, stuff, stomach, rail car, convenience. And one of my favorite stories that I used to love to read to the kids, this is green eggs and ham. After he finally tries the green eggs and ham, after putting up such a fuss. Say, I like green eggs and ham. I do. I like them, Sam I am. And I would eat them on a boat. And I would eat them with a goat. And I will eat them in the rain and in the dark and on a train and in a car and in a tree. They are so good. So good, you see. So I will eat them in a box, and I will eat them with a fox, and I will eat them in a house. I'll even eat them with a mouse. I will eat them here and there, Sam. I will eat them anywhere. I do so like green eggs and ham. Thank you. Thank you, Sam I am. Convenience. Wait. Tablet. Distinct. Broadcast, bang, differ, terminal, spite, fairy, daughter. This is a little pamphlet I picked up at my bank. At the drive-in ATM, instructions. Survey the locale. If you're waiting behind another car, leave enough space between vehicles to make a quick exit if necessary. At the machine, leave the engine running. Keep all the doors locked and all not-in-use windows closed. Should anyone approach you, cancel your transaction and drive away. Once your transaction is complete, quickly store your car, your cash, count it later, and make sure to take your receipt. Extent, develop, dead, fiction, river, protect, belong, cow, soft, mathematics, am. And here's a little recipe for homemade pierogis. The ingredients that you'll need: 5 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon salt, 1 cup water, 3 large eggs, 1/2 cup butter softened, 2 tablespoons of butter, 5 ounces of cream cheese softened, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of pepper, 1/4 cup chopped onion, 1 tablespoon butter, minced fresh parsley. In a food processor, combine flour and salt, cover and pulse to blend. Add water, eggs, and butter. Cover and pulse until dough forms a ball, adding an additional 1 to 2 tablespoons of water or flour if needed. Let rest 15 to 30 minutes. Mathematics, am, bowel, atmosphere, finish, accumulation, nap, tick, assembly, symptom, orthodox, penny, ice, viable, gas, private. So let's see what happens. I'm gonna go ahead and post this video and let's see what happens. Dollars to Donuts is going to come out restricted, age restricted, right out of the gates. That's a given. I would lay 1 ohm on that. And then once that happens, I'm going to submit an appeal, and then that's where the rubber hits the road. Let's see what happens in that appeal process. Again, guys, this isn't because I want to put women's breast on my channel. These videos are already on YouTube, and for some reason when I put them on my channel, it's bad, even though they're already on YouTube. This is about censorship, and censorship is bad for all of us. For all of us. So, I love you guys. I'm still planning on doing a stream, even though I may do it early tomorrow morning, or maybe even now tomorrow night. I'm a little, something. So anyway, love you guys. We'll talk to you soon. Sunshine, rainbows, lollipops, and all those good things to you and to everybody that's important to you. And we'll talk to you next time. Vaya con huevos.
Yes, science!